Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. In the United States, when you're raising capital for business or security, it must be filed under the Securities and Exchange Commission or SEC. Today, we're going to discuss the two exemptions to that rule, namely Regulation D, 506B, and 506C. So first off, let me start by saying I am not an attorney and this does not constitute as a legal advice. This is for educational purpose only and you should still consult your attorney. Now that that's out of the way, let's get started. So earlier I mentioned that this is an exemption to the rule. Now, why is that? Because filing under the SEC compliance is laborious, time-consuming, and not to mention expensive. This is what companies go through when they're filing an IPO or an initial public offering. Let's start with the first offering, which is the 506B. There are two main considerations in order to qualify for the exemption, namely who are investing in the deal and how is it being offered. Let's start with who is allowed to invest in the offering. You can raise an unlimited amount with an unlimited amount of accredited investors. Under the SEC, an accredited investor is someone who has an earned income of $200,000 or $300,000 with a spouse per year in the past 2 years, or has a net worth of $1 million excluding the value of the person's personal residence. Non-accredited investors can still invest in the deal, but you can only have 35 of those investors. Lastly, for a 506B offering, you must have a pre-existing substantive relationship with those investors. That leads us to our second consideration. How is the deal being offered? Under a 506B, it is not a general solicitation, which means you cannot advertise the deal. You can't use social media, ads, radio, or signs on the side of the bus. You must have a pre-existing relationship with those investors. That leads us to our 506C offer. In September of 2013, under the Jumpstart Our Business Startups Act or Jobs Act, the SEC released a 506C offering. Under the 506C offering, you are now allowed to advertise. However, all those investors must be an accredited investor. In summary, who can invest in a 506B? You can have an unlimited amount of accredited investors, but only 35 non-accredited investors. While in a 506C, only accredited investors are allowed to invest. Also, the other difference is that you cannot advertise on a 506B while you can advertise on a 506C. I hope this video was able to provide a general distinction between the two offerings. As always, please leave your questions in the comments below. And I wish you all the best in your investing journey. Bye for now.